Right, I need to talk about Kobbie Mainoo because this guy in the past few weeks, especially after that Chelsea game, his performance was absolutely brilliant, and I need to talk about him because Kobbie Mainoo, the treatment that he got under Ruben Amorim was absolutely criminal, and he looks like one of the most composed footballers I think I've seen. Now, let's talk Kobbie Mainoo. Now, in this United team, he's expected to get a new deal as well, which is key. I just think he's an elite level midfielder. I don't think it's too early to say that. Yes, he is 20, but if you look at the impact he's had on this United team, he's been in big games for England, big games for Manchester United. He's someone who just oozes quality and talent. And the fact that he couldn't get any minutes in the Ruben Amorim because apparently he wasn't physical enough, I get sort of in the midfield too, you have to have a lot of strength because ultimately there's two people playing three positions, but Kobbie Mainoo is a fantastic footballer, and you look at his impact under Michael Carrick is fantastic. Only one of the games in which he's played in Manchester United have lost, and I think if we had him in that Leeds game, we actually would have won because there was no quality in that midfield. Now, if you look at what Mainoo is, he's not your all-out number 8 who scores goals, gets assists like a Gundogan, for example, or what De Bruyne has been, or sort of that sort of play. He's not sort of an assister like a Kroos or a Modric. He's someone who's just elegant on the ball, can receive the ball from the back line. He's not a number 6 either. He is clearly a number 8. He picks the ball up from the back line, wins the ball, intercepts the ball, and it's all about Manchester United finding the right partner for him. It's a criminal offence that, again, I'm going to continue to say it, that he wasn't getting any minutes under Amorim because he just really is that good of a footballer. And again, his impact on this team has been fantastic. If I just, I'll find his stats from the last game against Chelsea. It's just his stats are ridiculous, and he's someone who, like, on this team he has so much. I think United have to find the right partner for him. Who that is, we'll have to wait and see. I definitely think sort of Anderson's definitely someone United would consider. I think that's definitely something that United want. He is their priority. Wharton, you're not going to get him because he's too similar to Kobbie Mainoo, which again is probably the right decision. Tonali, Chouameni has been someone that's mentioned. I just think it's all about finding that right balance because listen, every player has their weaknesses. I think if you're looking at Kobbie Mainoo's strength, ball carrying, fantastic. His pass accuracy is fantastic, can play a short pass, long pass, breaking up plays, brilliant. Sometimes he does like that physicality and does get bypassed quite a bit, which is something that a midfielder you have to bring in. And that's why United are looking at a really mobile midfielder. Now, if you just look at Kobbie Mainoo's game by numbers versus Chelsea, 100% final third pass accuracy, 95% pass accuracy, 68 touches, 21 carries, 5 ball recoveries, 3 interceptions, 3 tackles attempted, 2 tackles won. Like, he's just been, his impact on this team is fantastic. And I think it's all about the partnership and the combination as well. In that midfield three, there's been Casemiro, Mainoo and Bruno, and they have formed a very, very good sort of trio and connection. It's quite sad to see Casemiro leaving because him and Mainoo have developed such a good bond. I think they have a good understanding. But on the other hand, I think United do need a lot more legs in that midfield. I think on the ball, IQ-wise, all the stuff that you want, that Kobbie Mainoo and Casemiro have, they just don't have legs. And I think in that midfield position, especially these days, you need players with legs, especially in that United midfield. And that's why Chouameni has been someone who's been linked. Anderson, Tonali, all these players have a lot of good quality, but a lot of legs. And it's all about building this team around Kobbie Mainoo. And listen, it's going to be a big next few months for him. He's expected to get a new deal and a significant pay rise at Manchester United, which is fantastic. He deserves that, like the money that he's making. I talked about in the news video. He's on 25 grand a week. That's the same as Diego Leon and Tyler Fredrickson. Like, he deserves a lot more money than that. And he's someone who's impact on this team. You see him when he's not on the team. Ugarte, it's just not good enough. And again, he's just a very unique profile. I expect him to go to the World Cup with England and flourish there. Because he's someone, for me, when he's fit, should be starting for England because he is that good of a football player. And you don't really get players like him that often. So, yeah, Kobbie Mainoo, for me, has been absolutely fantastic in United. Long may it continue. And his impact and his sort of career at Manchester United, you look at when he broke through, that's what the one good thing. Besides winning 2 trophies, Erik ten Hag developing and bringing Kobbie Mainoo into the team was fantastic. The way in which he brought him in slowly, then he was playing big games. And we all knew the talent was there. Like, look at the games. He scored against Liverpool at Old Trafford. Yes, it was 2-2, but the goal he scored was fantastic. His goal against Wolves he scored was brilliant. He's had a lot of good moments in this team, and long may it continue. He's won 2 trophies. Definitely, obviously, the FA Cup one because he was in the team for that. I don't know if he was in the squad. I know he was at the sort of game and he was in and around it for the Carabao Cup. But I actually don't know if he was in the squad for that. But yeah, big shout out Kobbie Mainoo. He's a top level player. Only just turned 21. He still needs a lot of pardon me, he is still and does need a lot of developing. But if you look at his potential, you look at his quality, what he can add to this United team is fantastic. And remember, he come from United Academy, and United cannot make that mistake. Now, we don't know what's going to happen in 5-6 years. It's too soon to think about that. But as of now, he has to be starting every game he's available for Manchester United, and it's all about bringing in sort of a partner for him, bringing in a bit of depth for him. Because as much as we love to see him start every game, he just simply won't be able to finish every single game. So you need players that can bring in and not fight for his position, but be an understudy, play games in the team. I think a perfect example would be someone like a Mateus Fernandes or an Alex Scott. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Kobbie Mainoo. But I've been so impressed, and I just based on that Chelsea game and his overall impact on United since Amarim's left has been fantastic. He's just doing the simple things. He's just a very, very good footballer. Like, beside anything, he understands the game. His passing, his accuracy, all the stuff. It's fantastic, and his work rate's brilliant. And yeah, I just think there's a lot more potential there, and there's a lot more development. But the play we've seen so far has been brilliant. Let me know your thoughts. Peace.